Good evening, folks. How are you doing? So my name is Ken McDowell. I am an amateur writer, and I use these streams to basically just relax, even though more on that later. Use them to relax. Normally I do these, or I used to do these Thursdays. Doing one tonight because I just saw the movie Dune. And had a pretty big, made a big impression on me. I thought it'd be fun to basically just give some first impressions. Talked about the film a little bit and kind of share what what did I think? Did I like it? Did I not like it? What was good? What was bad? Should you see it? Should you not? All that sort of stuff. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go run through the dailies. Little note on that, if you've seen any of my other streams. So I've been playing through the current season in Fallout 76 and played through most of the previous season, but I started late, didn't have a chance to finish it. I thought, this season I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to do the whole thing. And as a result, now that we're where we are on the timeline, look at the scoreboard. I am here. I've got one little leg left. That's it. And I think I'll be able to do this. But doing this has required an insane amount of effort. And while the not writing streams were meant to give me a little bit of a break from writing, this is now taking over way too much time. So as soon as I'm done with this, I gotta be done with it for a while. I was previously experimenting with different kinds of streams, doing readings, doing like book reviews and that kind of thing. Probably gonna go back to, if I try any streaming at all, it's gonna be more of that kind of stuff. But we'll see. For right now, we're doing this, so we're gonna go through as I'm talking about doing my Dune first impressions talk. Just chatting about it a little bit. I'm going to go through and look at the daily challenges, do some of those so I can wrap the scene up and just be done. All right. And the other thing we got to do right at the outset is join a team. It's getting late in the day. I'm kind of thinking not going to be a lot of people playing right now, but thankfully there are a couple there, so that's good. Let's get going. I'm honestly waiting to just get booted off the team because that is a pretty frequent occurrence now. I will admit, I have no idea what people look for in teams in this game. Every once in a while I'll play and there'll be a night where there's a good team that basically if you're doing the casual team, you're just doing it for the additional experience and you're just doing events or this or that or the other thing. But yeah, there are some people who apparently look for very specific things. They want you to be able to share a very particular perk, but they don't communicate either. So it's always just a mystery. Gets on my nerves. But anyway, it is what it is. So let's just keep going here and see if I can do two things at once. Oh yeah, I did not get changed. So she's still in her swimsuit. Let's go in and get changed. Lock the kid in her closet. So yeah, Dune. This is the first film I've seen in the theater for over 2 years now, with the pandemic, everything that's been going on. And I gotta say, I'm glad it was this film. This was a great film to come back to. If you have not been to the theater in a while to see a movie, and you can do so safely, this is a good one to start with. Because it's maybe one of the most basic things people will say about the film. It's what you can tell just by looking at any of the trailers is, yeah, the visuals are just flippin' outstanding. It is a lot of fun to see Denis, I'm not going to pronounce his last name right. I can't speak French, but Villeneuve, such a vision, such a gift for... oh boy, everything about how he presents the world that Dune takes place in. In particular, I mean, they focus on, in the trailers, the pictures of the big spaceships a lot, for good reason. They're pretty remarkable. So yeah, that is a lot of fun. Visually, it's good. Yes, the music is awesome. The story it's Dune. It is... Every cinematic version of a story will change it from what's in the book to some degree because they're different media, right? They're going to do different things well, and you should adjust. Personal opinion. yeah, you should adjust the story for film. And he does that to really, really good effect. There are some changes from the book, all from my perspective, for the better. Things that just worked better on screen. Trying to figure things out here. Than if he had done exactly what was in the book. If you do what's strictly what's in the book, there are a couple parts that would have been very, very wooden and they just wouldn't have worked as well. So I think he changed what he needed to change and did so to really good effect. Without overdoing it either, because I think it also... Looking right at the potato plant. How did I pick that over there? Yeah, it'd be easy to do some things differently and like overdo the drama, or like, well, I never liked this in the book. I'm gonna do this part just completely different. I didn't like that character, or I didn't like that technology, or whatever it is, and just you go too deep. And it wasn't anything like that. I think some of the changes were pretty significant, but they worked. They didn't break anything else. So, about as much as you can hope for. Okay, that's probably good enough. So this is where I'm getting my adhesive now. I'm tired of trying to go out and find it. So I'm making my own. And it's working out pretty well. I need more corn. Let's go up and get some more corn. And some of the changes that he made, you really can't tell from the trailer. But so that's another thing. I'm going to talk about the film as much as I can without actually describing much of the specific content in the film. Partially to avoid spoilers, but partially because I really think this is a movie that you need to go in and reach your own opinion. We got extra corn now. What else can we do with corn? All food. Some corn soup or something. There we go. Extra corn soup. And let's go ahead and have some. There we go. Need the firecracker berry too, why not? So yeah, it is different than the book, but reasonably so. So the other thing that you almost can't help but have heard if you've seen anything about the film is that it ends in what some people see as a weird place. I'd heard it described openly as being just really abrupt, like the movie just kind of goes and goes and then it stops. I don't think that's true. I think if you're paying attention to character arcs and development, without giving anything away, I think the film hits a really important decision point in the story and breaks it off there. And it's a good, clean, purposeful break. So I do not feel like it just went off a cliff. I don't feel like it just went and they just had to stop, in the hopes that that they're going to make another movie. I mean, I obviously hope they do make lots more of these movies if they are as good as this one. The director may have had to modify the story or shift things around just a little bit to be able to break the film where it did. But again, it felt very natural to me. What about the slow, what was it? The slow second or third act, whatever it was. People talked about how the latter part of the film is a little slow, a little uneventful. I think there's what you get out of this film is partially what you bring to it in terms of your attentiveness, your willingness to watch a film in more ways than one. Like if you're going to sit down and just wait for the explosions, you're probably going to be disappointed. There's spectacle in this film, but there's spectacle and there's other things too. There are quiet points in the film. There are things that are more oriented around, wondering, once it shifts to more character-oriented things, it's more like, what's going on here? What's going to happen? How are they changing? Let's try to do that event. But if you're interested at all in the characters, that's not such a bad thing. It did not feel slow to me at any point. At every point of the story, it felt like the film had clear purpose and orientation and the other things that pull you forward in a story. Everyone talks about conflict, and I know, yes, basic storytelling, you need conflict. Conflict, I think, is too general, and, well, it's one flavor of a more general thing. You can have conflict, but you can have other things that pull you forward. But that may be a part of the problem too, honestly, is that modern audiences are almost trained now to look for one particular kind of thing to pull the story forward. And if you don't get that thing, and that thing is typically like direct, very often kind of simplistic conflict, well, it feels like nothing's happening. If you're paying attention to the film, there's a lot going on. There are a couple parts later on in the film that I'm still thinking about in terms of what they meant in regard to the characters' change and decisions and development. But it's not in your face about all that. You kind of have to observe and think about it, and if you don't want to do that, well, yeah, you're probably going to be bored or disappointed. This is going to. I hope other people show up to this. This is going to be a pain. I think I have some Psycho. Let's see about. Yeah, I do. I was worried about experience tonight. Ugh. And we have to run from station to station. Get off of there. Oh, good, there's someone else. Hooray! Hey, it's my teammate. Yeah, let's take a look at the map real quick. How many people are playing? Oh yeah, there are a couple. We're not alone. I thought we'd be alone. Now, all that said, like, I did not feel like it had a slow second and third act, but I also like films that are pretty low-key. I like things that benefit from trusting the audience to actually proactively engage with the film. If you're looking for something to relax to, I may have just said that, but because of the game, my brain is broken, and I don't know if I actually just said that. But anyway, if you're looking for something to relax to, this probably isn't it. Go look for something else. Go look for one of the Marvel movies or something. Oh, hey, cool. I will freely admit, like, there are a couple of films from the Marvel universe I like. My favorite Marvel film is probably Into the Spider-Verse, and not just because of the animated thing, but actually I liked what they did with the characters and the music and the visuals, and it's a really cool film.
One would think these creatures would be accustomed to this by now.
But I'm not a fan of most of the other Marvel movies. Crowd pleasers to be sure, but a little simplistic for my taste. Not a lot of room for the audience to come in and do anything with it, from my experience. So things that I like about Dune in particular, that I try to do in my own storytelling, and trying to learn as I go, is that so Dune itself, if you know the books, Dune is a kind of a weird universe. Like, it's sci-fi, yeah, but it's got some elements that feel more like fantasy. And dark fantasy at that. It just feels strangely off-putting at times. I don't know. There's some kind of weird, uneasy vibe in the whole thing. that works really well. It makes it, it's one of the things that makes it an interesting universe to me. It's definitely a world with a lot of nuance and history. And so in portraying that, you could really go to town on just the weird stuff and hype it up. That's fun. Woo! I don't know what they're using over there to do that, but that's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, you can really go to town on the weird. And I think, so David Lynch, in his version, he kind of did that. Now, I have to say, I liked the David Lynch version. I could see its faults, but I enjoyed it overall. And some of the things that he did with the story, the weirding modules and that kind of thing, I actually thought were kind of cool. I liked this version of Dune much better. And this definitely feels like when I think of Dune and think of this is the version that comes to mind now. I'll always have. I'm a fan of David Lynch films in general. Feisty mama. So, what the director did here, though, is to take all the weird and put it right alongside, like, to make it feel more accessible and more normal, more like a real world. And he did that with the weirder elements of the story, the Bene Gesserit and that kind of thing. But he also honestly did that with technology and that kind of thing too. Like, no joke, the vibe I got from this film was something akin to... It's hard to describe it this way because I was so young when I saw it. But when you see Star Wars, if anyone who saw Star Wars, the original film, for the first time in the 70s, and you're watching it and the world feels lived in, it feels real and grungy and, for good reason, right? Well, I feel like Denis Villeneuve actually did that same sort of thing, both with so many different aspects of the story here. And I think he actually did it better than, say, the modern Star Wars franchise has done that in their films. They've kind of carried forward the old Star Wars feel. And there's some of the Star Wars stuff I really like. This I liked a lot more, and this felt like they did a better job of making it seem like a place that you could go visit somehow. You're not on a sightseeing tour looking at all the weird stuff. It just feels real. It feels somehow strangely... Familiar is too strong a word. Accessible, though, definitely. Don't care to trade, dude. You want to buy stuff, go see my vending machines. Alright, there's that. Now what? We have visit another player's shelter. Let's go visit the shelter of someone who's on my team, if I can. The worms in the film, no spoiler here, everyone knows that they're giant sandworms in Dune. Really did look incredible. And it wasn't just the worms themselves. Again, it was the bigger picture. It was them. It was how they looked before you see them in the film. The sort of sense of foreboding and how they appear in their environment. Yeah, it was holistically. They were pretty awesome. How do I get over there? People who like to put their camps in weirdly inaccessible places. Which I get and I would totally do, but I don't want other people to do it when I'm trying to get stuff. Go down. Go down. There we go. Everybody got the vault utility room. There we go. Hello. That was kind of strange. What do we got? It's like a little museum. That's interesting. Fun. Okay. What are some of the other ones we have to do? Candy Bowl, we got Trick or Treat, Destroy Robots, Kill Spooky Scorch, Level Up, Photo Mode, and a Teammates Camp. So let's go upstairs and do that. We're not gonna do any fancy pictures. We're just gonna grab a couple shots really quick. I don't know if there's a whole lot to say about the score. It's really, really good. There was some really interesting... It felt, again, like they developed a sort of style of music that was drawn from multiple cultures to sort of synthesize a feel for the culture that's the house, the different houses in the film, and used some familiar instruments in new ways and styles of music I would not have thought, where that would be a way that you would use that particular instrument. But again, they used it to really, really good effect. We're going to do 3, 2, 3. Just keeping it simple tonight. Oh, got 4 more photos around the Maya region, and let's do it. There's another one. We're going to go over here. Oh, look at that. That's a nice photo. Ooh, that actually is kind of a nice photo. Take a picture of this guy. Cool, what did we get? 40 cents. I'll take it. Things that really stood out to me, like really, really good imagination. Trying to think of really creative ways to imagine things from the book. The ornithopters. Jeez, I can't talk. The ornithopters were awesome. The way they looked, the way they functioned, their sound, everything about them. Loved it. I pictured them a lot of different ways as I read the book more than once. And I think what they did in the film is again, going to sort of supplant whatever I was thinking of before. I think it was spot on. I'm going to say the name wrong because I've never been exactly sure how to say it, and I don't remember exactly how they said it in the film. But the Sardaukar, basically the Emperor's death troops. Friggin' awesome to me. In fact, one of my favorite scenes visually and in terms of the sound and everything in the film, one of the real standouts, was where we first see the ranks on their homeworld. It's just a really cool thing. And again, I don't want to say a ton because I actually don't want to spoil it for anyone. Go see it yourself. But it was pretty cool. Pretty neat. Let's see, we gotta give out... Nope, that's Level Up. Kill Spooky Scorch. Destroy Robots. Let's go do that. Easy enough. We can do that. Probably easy enough. Yeah, I mean, honestly, so overall, of course, I loved it. I have heard that they are making part 2. I've heard that it's official, but I've not gone out and verified that. Man, I hope it's true. I want to see more of this version of the story. So how about the actors? When I heard who was playing Paul, I really was not sure I was going to like it. I just felt like he was maybe a little too young looking. Because there's some things about Paul where he has to carry off a sense of being threatening or dangerous. And you know what? To his credit, he did it. I think that he actually did where it's how to say it. Because there's a scene that occurs, that was fun, late in the story. Where you realize something about Paul's character that to me was kind of like, oh, okay, so there's kind of an aha moment as to why they picked him. This Timothy, is it Chalamet? Chalamet. I go into this thinking, I know how to say all the names. I know how to pronounce all this. And then I get there and I'm like, ooh, wait a minute, is that right? Little confetti explosion over there. Anyway, he ends up being actually a really good pick for playing Paul for various reasons. I'll blow myself up here. See, Duke Leto, Oscar Isaac's brilliant. Love his portrayal. I was already really sold on. I'm not even going to be remember the guy's name who plays Peter de Vries, the Mentat for House Harkonnen. And that is one thing. I'm still not used to saying House Harkonnen, which is how they pronounce it in this film. It's always been Harkonnen in my brain. And that's going to take a while to change. At first I really did not like it. When I heard, it wasn't even within this film that I heard people pronouncing it differently. And I'm like, you're saying it wrong. And I don't know if there's an official source that actually says, no, that's really how it's said. Doesn't really matter to me. So, oh my gosh, Baron Stellan Skarsgård, so awesome as the Baron. Man, he can play a really likable sort, kind of a sort, kind of the beat down sort of guy. I've seen him in a lot of stuff I really enjoyed. Seeing him in this particular role where he has to play such a villain, such a creep. And he pulls it off beautifully. Vocally and everything, he makes the Baron a really imposing figure. I mean, Zendaya as Chani, also perfect choice. Oh, who plays Stilgar? I'm not going to be able to remember his name all of a sudden. I'll have to look it up. There wasn't a character in the film where I thought, well, that's a stretch. Paul was the one that I was most originally a little worried about, and that clearly was not an issue. So yeah, everyone else's spring is just spot on. Woo, there we go. That works. I do have to say, it was weird to see Jason Momoa without a beard. Like, that's the most that I've seen him without a beard. I've seen pictures of him without it. There's just something a little weird looking for a while in the film. He plays Dunton, Idaho, and again, pulls it off beautifully. Good emotional arc in the story. Simply told. Nothing over the top, nothing really extraordinary, but effective. Really effective. Well, I have to say, I'm liking that gun. So this is a Troubleshooter's mini gun. Troubleshooter's high-speed mini gun, which I made specifically for these missions, and it's doing its job pretty well. I am pleased. Huh, no turrets today. No complaints from me. If I don't have to waste any more ammo on turrets, that is fine by me. Yeah, let's go to some of the other silos. We'll keep killing robots there. We'll check the bots that way. Lady Jessica. Also, really different, I think. She was maybe further off in her portrayal from what I pictured in reading the book. But I think it worked. Different than I normally imagine, but effective. Yeah, I find myself hoping that not just that they make other Dune movies. Obviously, I'd be pretty stoked with that. I'm kind of hoping that this kicks off the next phase of film. They get other people who are doing more of this style of like character-driven sci-fi and that sort of thing. Like, I know there are only so many Dune stories you can tell, so it's not like I'm looking for all Dune all the time. That would get boring pretty quick. But things that kind of take the same approach, that are more thoughtful, that are willing to let, I don't know, they paint a more realistic picture, that are more accessible. Oh, I went to the wrong place. I do that sometimes. Let's go up here. Yeah, we'll have to see. I think there's a lot of material out there that is more along these lines, that is more contemplative at, points. I mean, still, action now and then. It's good. Kind of vary the pacing. But when it's all action and or cross-cultural, pop-cultural references and or cheap jokes and puns and fan service, that gets old even faster.
Personnel detected. Activating security system alpha.
And it seems like that's pretty much mostly, if not all, what Disney is at this point. Disney and all the properties that they've absorbed. Cleaning up, folks. Nothing to see. Grab my coffee. Whoop!
Right there.
Coffee. There we go. Get out. Of course you're gonna blow up too. What? Go away. Tired of all you guys. Well, we'll have plenty. Boy, I can't talk. We will have plenty of lead for ammo later. Alright, so just to prove that I'm not doing totally fanboy on the film, although I am just a little bit, I really did enjoy it. What didn't I like? What are some of the things I think could have been done better? Minor point, but I think that the way they did some things with the shields, and it wasn't just that, like I've heard some other people say that they liked the way the shields looked in David Lynch's version better. It isn't just that. I think those look kind of interesting, maybe a little too primitive. There was some weird, the way they used color with the shields was a little bit kind of on the nose to me. But you know, I struggle with this a little bit because I'm thinking of this and then I'm remembering another thing I really liked about the film, which goes back into, like, you know, maybe gushing about the film just a little bit. They seem to have developed a combat style for the film based on how the shields work in the story. So when you see it, do pay attention to, like, the combat styles and how it's not all like typical sword fighting, you know, thrust and parry and whatnot, because shields will deflect hard blows. It's kind of like a blade based combat that uses something more like a combination of holds and swipes than but anyway, it looks cool. If you pay attention to the fighting style, I think it'll pay off. It is kind of, I think they did some cool work making it look a little bit like a real thing. We're getting on the roof. I haven't seen the bear today, and there's almost always a bear here. Thought I just heard the bear. It's like, I need to go make a tent so I can unload the lead so that I can fast travel. But I can't do that until I've basically made sure I'm not going to get attacked by a bear while I'm setting up my tent. Interestingly, no bear. That's a first. Don't trust it. Here we go. Waiting to hear the roar right as I step off of there. Or find him wandering like further away from the lake down here or something. Okay. I think they left Dr. Yue out of the film too much. He was in there. He did his bit. I personally feel like there was more room for sort of bigger emotional punch with his character that we just didn't get because his presence in the film was just a little light. There was one aspect of House Atreides, and again, I can't say a ton, about their family history that they allude to that I don't remember from the book at all. That just struck me as weird. Like, I don't think it's not so much I think it doesn't work. It's just that knowing the material a little bit, I was either I'm forgetful, which is, as you can tell by the way I can't remember people's names and that kind of thing, the distinct possibility, or it was nowhere near the book. Like, the book had nothing like this.
Access denied.
Ah, phooey.
Facility lockdown in progress. Please wait until...
And so it doesn't take up a lot of the film or anything, but it was still, it's like when they mentioned it, I was like, huh, really? Okay. I guess. Why not? Where to go back to? Because I gotta kill some more robots. Let's go here. Just a few more. But I'm going to watch the film again this Friday with my family. Small screen this time. Because it is not safe for all of us to go to the theater. We have some folks in our house who have compromised immune systems. Which means, so I'm glad they have it available on for streaming. I know it's not how the director wanted people to see the film, but for some people, that's the option they have. Alright. I'm here to kill more robots. Please make more robots. I'm going to pick up an identity card and tick them off. Oh, there's one now.
Security incident in the residential sector.
Make sure I'm using my robot gun here. I heard one of them come out. Where is he? Where'd you go? There you are. Oh, that's it. We're done. I thought I had more to do.
Please step into the
Nice. Hey, we made it.
identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing.
That is beautiful. I'm actually looking forward to doing my next silo run because I'm really hoping this makes it a quicker job. I think it will. And I don't even need to join here. Just fast travel out. Oh, so I have to do some trick-or-treating. Let's do that. Even though we're past Halloween now, this feels really weird. What else did I not like? Little teeny minor quibble. In a section where Paul is using the Bene Gesserit voice. And I'll just, if you know what that is, great. If you don't know what it is, you'll see it in the film. And he uses it, and it doesn't quite work right, and he uses it again. And immediately after, his mom is sort of criticizing his technique. It really is a minor point. But it felt a little bit out of place. It felt, I don't know, it just didn't feel like a natural bit of dialogue. But that's kind of where I am. Like, I enjoyed enough of it to the extent that, yeah, the nothing's perfect. But the flaws or the peculiarities in the film really didn't stand out, didn't get in the way of things. Which is what you want. Want there to be enough substance in the bulk of the story, the bulk of the film, that you're not worrying about stuff like that. Well, that's fun. And I need to drink something. What do we got? Probably a bunch of Nutricol. We're going to have a Quantum and an Orange. We're going to have some water, too. I'm going to have some of that. Ooh, I haven't cooked those. Let's see if they have a stove here. I can go do some cooking. Have I been... Oh, as effective as that gun has been? And I've had Super Duper on instead of the other one? That is cool. That's even better. Huh, I might go experiment with that a little bit more. We'll see.
Building this place up is hard work.
There we go. Take Green Thumb off, put on Night Person. Super Duper off, put on Bloody Mess.
Clean up this, fix that.
So here's the thing. It isn't just that I enjoyed this film and... No, put that back on. Yeah, it's not just that I enjoyed the film. It's not just that, oh, good, they made a film that is more contemplative in parts, that, you know, requires an audience that's more patient in that, which I like. It's the fact that it's all those things, and a lot of other people seem to like it. I have constantly found myself on the outs with general audiences. Like, I just don't love the things that the big audiences tend to love. And that's a problem, because it means that you're going to then, you know, the stuff that you really like is going to be few and far between. It's just the way it is, you know. Oh, let's go up and do that. So the fact that here's something that feels specially made for me, for all my preferences and tastes, all the things I like, and it's a popular film. I get that so infrequently that I am just loving this. I am just enjoying the heck out of it.
Let us light his holy beacon with the radiance of the fireflies. Let our beacon pierce the darkness and summon forth his divine presence, that we may commune with him.
Well, like I said, you know, we are also hearing from people the, oh, it was really slow in this part. I'm like, if that's the worst thing you can say, I'm totally okay with that. That is fine by me. I think we can all live with that. Coffee pot. Okay. See if he finishes it. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I think I'll do it. We're about to wrap this show up. He's been hard at work. Boop. I kind of like the Executioner's perk, but I want it combined with something else that increases the damage for the first 60% of their health bar. I have a light machine gun, actually, that is an Executioner's gun, and boy, yeah, you get something down to that 40% mark. It can be pretty stellar. It's pretty cool. Getting there, though, takes a little more than I'd like. Thank you, sir. So the benefit of doing that, now we have Wisdom of the Mothman bonus, 5%. Bonus 5% on your experience. Alright. And we're done here. Now what? Well, that's right, we're trick-or-treating. I think I've been there. I think I've been there. I don't know. Oh, ran into my first creep in a long time in this game the other night. I'd set up an acid farm up north and built a little house with no doors, and I was just sleeping inside, and every once in a while I'd take off a roof panel, go outside and check things out, collect the acid, and this guy comes by, super high level, fries me, like rips through my house wall, kills me, locks up all the acid pumps, whatever you want to call them. So I waited for a little bit, and I went back, and he was still he had a jetpack and power armor. He was kind of flitting about the place. He's flying from here to there. I took a little bit of pride in the fact that I started taking back the acid while he was there. He just didn't notice me. But again, I think I don't know, he was bored or something, because he did this, and then it wasn't long after that he just vanished. So, went back, just single click, rebuilt everything, and kept harvesting acid. But I don't run into those kinds of people in this game very much, but when I do, it's a real pain. You could see from the rest of the map that night, though, he had been going around to the higher value workshops and claiming them. Whether he or she, I guess, actually like owned them from the beginning or took them from someone else, who knows? What are you selling, if not notes? What do you have? Oh, aid. Okay. Oh, I got some berry mentats. Sure, I'll take those. And what else? Antibiotics, comic, disease cure. Do you have? Oh, Addictol. Let's take that. Good. And disease cure. I'm taking all those. Nice. Cytotats and Cytobuff. Let's take those too. There you go. Yes, we love one another. Okay. Now what? Trick or treat some more. Who else? Where's another camp? Give me another camp. Can't trick or treat for myself, or I would. I already went there, right? Thought I already went there. We'll see. So I think that's probably about as much as I can say about the film without actually describing anything in the film. And I wish I could describe stuff in the film, because I can remember watching certain parts of it and just kind of losing myself in the overall, yeah, I've been here, the overall cinematic experience. It was just awesome. I love seeing movies in the theater. Home theaters never, for me, going to fully replace actually being able to go to a movie. Did a bunch of stuff here. I don't know that I did find a candy to take, though. Let's see what we can find. Oh, yeah, I didn't. I don't think I did this. There we go. So should you go see it? I'd say yeah. I mean, if you like cinema in general, you like films with action, you like big name movie stars, any of the sort of more common reasons to see things, there's good reason to see this film for all the usual reasons that people like films. People like going to the movies. If you like more, not experimental, more art house or more, what do you call it, like cinephile movies, that kind of thing, there's also a lot to enjoy for those folks in this as well. Are you a fan of Dune? Go see it. Are you a fan of sci-fi in general? Go see it. Who should not see this film? People who prefer 100% everyday slice of life realism in their films with nothing out of the ordinary. People who aren't, actually, on a more serious note, people who aren't willing to invest a little bit of themselves in trying to learn about a complex fictional culture and world, right? Because I think part of the reason I'm able to enjoy it the way I am is, like I said, I've read the book more than once. I've seen the other film. I've ruminated on it, you know, like there's enough that I don't have a good memory for this sort of thing. But there's enough of a framework there that I can watch this film and go, oh yeah, there's that and there's that, and I know how this works, and I know who that is, and definitely makes it easier. So if you want to just chill and not think about it too much, wait. Go see something else. Okay, we got to Level Up. We got to Kill Spooky Scorched. And I really don't care to go kill Spooky Scorched. What I'm going to do instead is make sure I have enough ammo. Let's check that. 3,000. And I'm going to make some. Oh, right here. Do they... What you got? Got a bench I can borrow? Ooh. Place is strangely desolate. And wall. With the Winchester Mansion. Oh, they got their popcorn maker. Lucky. Not a lot here, though. Let's go back here. No? It's been doing that lately. I go down, I hit fast travel, and it's like, yes, sir, and then nothing happens. Fast travel. Okay, there we go. I'll say, too, this is the first Dune thing to make me want to go and read the other books. I've only read the first one. And it generated enough, like, additional interest in the characters that... yeah, I want to know more of what happens. I know kind of where the story goes in principle, but I don't know any of the details. I don't know how it plays out. So, that would be interesting. I know it gets pretty grim. It's not a happy-go-lucky series by any stretch of the imagination. It's not a fun, happy time sort of story. Potato. somehow harvested a blackberry that was behind me, apparently. Just, whoa, confusion. Okay, there we go.
A magnifying glass is technically not a toy, but the inspector doesn't have to know I'm playing with it.
More corn. Okay. I don't like having extras of things, so I usually do it like this. A little bit, little bit. Till you finally balance everything out. Now we're out of meat fruit. How are we doing? 216. So much better than it's been. Glad to see that. Hello. Let's go make some ammo. Put Night Person back on. Super Duper can stay. Put an Ammo Smith. Craft. Make some gunpowder. That'll do. Good. I have Bandolier now too, so I cashed in 50. Here, I'll show it in a minute. Let me do this first. So we need 50 caliber rounds. 3. That would be good. And then 5mm rounds. Good. Yeah, that's good. Probably running out of steel now. Take all that back off. Okay. So, legendary perks. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Legendary perks. There we go. So, notice strength is maxed out now. The way I did this was to go back in. Notice that picked a perk is now down to 3. I had 50 some odd levels in there where I just hadn't gotten any cards. Well, at 2 points a card, that's 100 points. So 100 there, plus I had 50, saved up over here. So yeah, I was able to max out, get the last, Line in the Sand, we're going to do that one. Might need to make just a little more ammo. Of a very particular sort. So yeah, I sat there and got like 50 of the same card over and over and over again. Scrapped them all, 2 points, 2 perk points a piece. Say that 10 times fast. There we go. Okay. Now we are set. So the other thing too, I realized my wife and I actually kind of did the same thing where she's like, wait a minute, I'm not using rifleman for anything. So yeah, I got a 2-point grenadier. So I've got bigger explosion radius going. I think, let's do this really quick. We're going to take off expert rifleman. I think I have 3 points. Yeah, I do. Let's do pick a perk. Filter it down to perception. And there's concentrated fires, 1. I can get 1 more night person if I really want. Energy resistance, no. Don't care about that. I just don't use rifles much anymore. All the rifle perks that I had built up just did not make sense. Okay, I'm gonna hold off. Rather than doing that, I think that possibly transferring some points from here over to here so that I can use adrenaline again. would be pretty cool. I guess I could do that right now, couldn't I? Let's not do that. The event's going on. Anyone down there yet? There is someone down there. Let's go help. Yeah, Dune is going to turn into one of those films that I can put on in the background. Oh, hello, sir. Nice suit. Back up. Back up. Personal space. Whoa! I wasn't done with that leg. Where'd it go? How about you? Ah, good. Just mowed on through them. Okay, instead of using berry mentats, which I usually use here, I'm going to use berry mentats. Never mind what I was about to say. That's what we're doing. Where are they? I don't want that. Gross. Okay. Oh, pre-combat check. You gotta start it off there, pal. Hopefully they hang around and help me do this. Kind of suck otherwise. Or other people show up. Maybe get some other folks. 2 people really isn't enough to do this one. It would be a good experience one way or the other, but it'd be more fun to actually be able to finish it. Are they leaving? No, they're kind of far away over there. Whoa, they just ransacked the thing like right away. That sucked. You doing okay? Why won't I fire? There we go. I don't think I hit. Hey. No. Reloading. Got him. Oh, hello. Do I know you? Get away. But they come up the back steps sometimes. It's really annoying. Okay. Back here. Get away. Here's Spooky. Ugh. Whoop, sorry. Woo. They break it? They broke it. Let's fix it. Wow. Load, load, load. How about this? There we go. That'll help. Hey, come on. Just say hit you harder than that. I think we're doing okay. It's actually not so bad. Stay right here by the generator. Fix it up when it gets busted. Leveled up. We got another challenge done. Awesome. Good, good. Doing okay. Come on. Out of the sky. don't think I have that one. Where's the rest of the second wave?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Will it start over again? It's 20 minutes. I don't know.
Dude. Yeah, so there was one hiding out back.
Sorry, I wasn't able to defend it. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worry. I didn't even see it was busted. Still a lot of experience in this one. Like I said, that one's actually really tough for just a few people. So. Oh, we got a... yeah. Alright, one of those. Whatever. I just noticed the comments that were coming through. What are you gonna do? So many body parts to sort through. And I feel bad. Thought I was watching it closer. I feel bad I let it fail too. We were doing pretty awesome there for a while. It happens sometimes. Oh, hey, they're even on YouTube. Crazy. Normally you get that kind of garbage and it's on Twitch. Yeah, even though we didn't win, I mean, still really good haul from this thing overall. Lots of goodies. Lots of, I mean, like I was saying, it's right, it's creepy looking. It was running out of steel. So this will help. I could hear flies buzzing. Oh, there we go. Ton of grenade launchers out here today. Cool. Don't want to miss any of those. And another one. All right. Jeez, look at this. Still hear one flying around over there. Look for the flies. There we go. Anything else? Under there? Oh yeah. Cool. Don't want to forget all those. Magic floating meat pile. Come on. There we go. Okay. I think we're getting close to the point where I'm not sure if I care I get all of them. Got the vast majority. Oh, there we go. Big pile of meat stuck to the underside there. Okay. So I think we're going to start getting into the shutter down mode here pretty quick. I think I've done as much progress as I can on the scoreboard for the day. Actually, it went pretty well. Scrap all the basics. Come over here. See how much steel we get from this one haul. Jeez. This is the other reason for doing this event. If you need basic materials, it's a good way to pick them up. There we go. Sheesh. Let's try and take care of that blight. There we go. Alright, so we have 22 glass lead, 713 steel scraps. That'll be good. That'll help with the ammo production. And then we got a bunch of legendaries. Go through and move all those out of the way for right now. Somehow, Zealot's Cultist Dagger just kind of fits, doesn't it? Okay. How we doing for ammo? We got lots of those. Not as many of those as I would like. Let's go ahead and make some 5mm ammo. Oh, that's right, I leveled up. Not quite yet. Let's not do that yet. Craft and see what we can do. ammo, 5mm, that's more like it. Plus some bonuses. No, because if I don't do this now, I will not remember to do it at all. And I'll go back and there we go. Okay. What do we got? PCPI? PC Pie. 2 perception, Butcher's Bounties 1. Glow Sight's 1. Do I want to make a level 2 Glow Sight? No. Oh, I wonder if I deleted the wrong one. Because I have 2 Master Riflemen now. Well, if I did, oh well. Intelligence had 1. Batteries included, that's it. And Charisma had 1. Okay. Let's check out how we doing. Yep, we're done with the dailies. I haven't looked at the weeklies yet, as we started out a new week. I'll take a look. Don't think I'm going to focus on doing any of them tonight. Oh, yeah, I'll take a look at that in a minute. From who? Tell me more. Who sent it? Oh, well, we're almost there. To go kill 2 more things. Maybe look for 2 more legendaries. Who sent a request? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Awesome. I'm terrible at using the social menu in this game. Cool beans. Alright, gonna hop in one more time. So. No, it's still not showing. Let's go to challenges. Now they show up. Weird little things you have to do to deal with the glitches in the menu. So we did kill 2 more creatures. We'll go find 2 more creatures to kill. No problem. Not gonna claim a workshop or complete an event. The other was a legendary, right? Kill a legendary enemy. We only have 2 more to do. Oh, nice. Where can I find a legendary? I'll tell you what, I'm going to head here because sometimes we do find legendaries here. Sometimes. Used to find a lot more. Fewer now than there used to be. Oh, I have not done my writing for the day. We worked longer days now at work, 9 hours instead of 8. So I did an extra day off now and then. Between that, going straight to the movie and then doing this, that's been my day. And writing's actually going really well. I usually give writing updates on these streams, and I will say that, yeah, the writing is... It's taking just a tremendous amount of time to figure all this stuff out. But I'm figuring out the little tricks and things to get my brain in gear. Work out the story. He's glowing, but I don't think he's a legendary. That's okay. We'll kill him anyway. Courtesy killing. And then reload. I should have reloaded first. He's like, dude, give me that incredulous, like... Okay, there's that. Oh, hey, we moved another spot on the board, huh? Yes? Or not yet. Apparently, I'm like 1 point short of actually moving another spot. So now we need that legendary. Or, let's see. I think that's probably it. Yeah. I'd either level up 2 more times. I can try to collect a bunch of caps very quickly. 2 legendaries. So I know exactly where I want to find the legendaries. If I do the wolf, whatever it's called, Leader of the Pack event. Aw. Do Leader of the Pack and you can get 3 legendaries pretty easy. But you gotta wait for the event to pop up. Whee! Easily entertained. I love that. User grenade. Really get him flying. Someone doing like somersaults 20 meters up in the air. No? No one home. How about over there? Whoop. Oh. We got 4 people again. Good, good. You're dead. Love how just a little bit of the corner of the wall there can completely shield them from an explosion. Really? Seriously? That's how that works? 'Cause I don't think so. Forest treasure map. Which I will just sell. I don't want Wendigo teeth. Gross. Take the ladle though. Where'd you go? Down here. There you are. Man, duels still freaked me out. I hate wandering around and then you hear that. You either don't hear anything, you just hear where they make the guttural like scream and they start smacking you around. Or you can hear their squishy little feet running up behind you. That is the worst. Done. One less to worry about. I forgot how much I actually like these grenade launchers. They are pretty awesome. Especially with this whole, like, twice the explosion radius thing. Radius? Did I say that right? I don't know. Do this just right. There we go. Well, if you do it really just right, you can kill him while he's still in there. I think he's probably going to try to run over here. Aw. Team members in love. What is that trying to get me to do? Oh, I know what that is. I'm not doing that. Although that would have been a good way to kill a bunch of... No, it wouldn't have been robots. You don't kill the robots. You're just the opposite. You're supposed to defend them in that one. How about it? Leader of the pack? Yeah? No. What you up to? Let them say hi. I'm going to do trick-or-treating. Maybe they need help. Whoop. Nope, I don't want a waypoint placed. Gosh, you're bad at that. Remove marker and... there. Just one more little nudge. And we get another space on the board. One step closer to abandoning this game entirely for, say, another year. So, I don't know. Ooh, what happened? There we go. Hello. Let's stand up straight. Hello. Oh, you got the fetch thing already, and what are those? It's like a nuclear clown. Don't stare directly into its eyes. Alright, I need legendaries. Where else could I find them? That event is clearly not starting up anytime soon. Well, let's go back here and clean up a little bit. Anyway, yeah, so increase strength. I don't think I finished that earlier. Anyway, increase strength and use that to get the last level of the Heavy Guns perk. So I have a full 9 points of damage bonuses on Heavy Guns now. How are we doing? Got... Oh, okay. Wow, I had 40 some odd in there.
I got what you need.
No, you do not.
Or something close.
Nope. Not even a little. I'll prove it. See? Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I've got all that here. Do not need your stuff. Nope. 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 You have to peddle your wares somewhere else. Okay. May as well load this up. What do we got? Do I really? No grenades? Maybe I have some in here. Oh, pumpkin grenades. There we go. People seem to like those. 6 of them will save for 10 each. Armor, nothing. Oh, yeah, that's before I do this. Let's go. Got spooky bags to go through. And rather than going through them slowly, one at a time, let's just do this. We'll go to aid. How many do I have? Spoiled biofluid, gross. Oh, wow, 14. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we'll just let that roll for a while. Weapons. Okay, got a couple grenades and stuff out of there. We'll sell those. Civil War era suit. Do I have that one? I don't. Let's keep that one. I have that. More stuff to sell. Not a lot. We'll drop that later. Just like in real life, I've got all this candy I don't want to keep. I have no idea what to do with. Oh, popcorn. Forgot about that.
The inspector. My mission to uncover my past.
Anything here? I don't think I've... No. Notes. Forest Treasure Map 5. I'm pretty sure I've got all those. I don't have that one. That's new. Complete set. Awesome. Cool. And nothing to do there. Still going. Got a bunch of random ammo. What's up with that? What gun did I have selected? Oh, so apparently it doesn't give you... that's annoying. So, the spooky bags, the way it works is whatever weapon you're holding, it typically gives you ammo for that particular weapon. So you can kind of pick and choose which ammo you get. Apparently I goofed. I don't know exactly what happened there. Alright, let's go drop junk. I know I've got a bunch of stuff I've just got to get rid of. Spoiled things and whatnot. Don't think there are any weapons there to get rid of. Some of the stuff I need to get rid of is scrappable. Just drop the corn. There we go. Drop all the spoiled fruit. Don't care about that. Okay. We've got a few things to scrap, and then I saw at least one thing to go in here. Okay.
The inspector is on the case.
Good for you.
Sunny makes a good hoagie.
There we go. And back here. All the billion and one little details you gotta manage. I would still like to make the nightclub in this game, but I feel like that's gonna... I don't know, that can wait. Not really a pressing thing. Of all the things that are left to do in the game, that's probably the one that interests me the most. I think it could be really fun. But I'm also... So I'm also not convinced that I'm going to be able to pull it off quite right. Sorry, too many things going on. Let me do this and then I'll comment on it. Part of it is just build limits in the game. Like, I'm not sure I'm going to have enough, like, buildable budget to be able to do what I really want to do. Worth trying, though. Shouldn't just quit. Bye-bye. So here's the other thing. I was disappointed to find that I have all the drink recipes in the game. Like all the alcohol, all the cocktail recipes. I was really hoping there were going to be more. I really wanted to see more of a variety. So, and then besides the fact that there aren't that many that you can find. It turns out that they actually planned other ones. There was like this firecracker whiskey from which you could make then Manhattans and whiskey sours and old fashions, all of which got taken out of the game for some reason. No idea why.
It's hard work making a living out here.
Okay. I was wondering if that was another player doing that. Apparently no. What do we want to sell, if anything? More stuff to get rid of. About 16 of these. It's a lot of stim packs. I think everything else is fine. Sure, why not? Pretty sure I have one of those in there. I'm just going to say 10. Almost there.
Clean up this, fix that. Oh, never seems to end.
Nope. Fusion cores and the full ones will sell. Stash is full. Yeah, I kind of figured. Stash is full. Yeah, I gotta get rid of some stuff. Ultrasight fusion core, plasma core, etc., etc., etc. Alright, let's drop some of this stuff. Oops. Boy, I hate that loop around thing. Don't care, don't care. Don't care. Nope. 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 Just really heavy. And not too many people want them. Okay. Very nearly done. Nothing there.
Mistress of Mystery and I have always had a rivalry. Friendly competition, of course.
What else was here? I thought there was something else here. Some more stuff I got took. Oh, and some more stuff I got dropped. Jeez, I keep forgetting things. Stash is full. Alright, fine. Just all done for right now. Like that is enough. Let's drink some. Whoops. Oh, I hate that. that. How are we doing? Probably, if the event was ever up there, I probably missed it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the extra legendaries tonight, and that is fine. That is just dandy.
As superhero detectives,
I could also free up some weight in my stash by selling some of those weapons. I don't want to. I literally just don't feel like it. More to do the next time I play. There we go.
you know what to scare
Alright,
me
we'll go get changed.
perfection, and I'm just the hero to do it.
Oops. And we'll got our PJs on. We're gonna hit the sack, call it a night. Maybe call it the last stream for a long time. I have no intention of streaming at the normal times. Like I said, it just hasn't been. It's getting in the way. It's oh, look at that. I'm the only one left on my team. That is also sad. It's time to be done for the night. All right, let's go to the scoreboard, claim our points. What do we got? Just one. I thought I had two. I just oh, that's right. I was like within. So I'll get should be able to easily get two tomorrow. That's okay. So tomorrow should be Grodnax, Mead, Grog, Mud, and see that 10 times fast again. Also fighting stance. That would be a good one. All right. Well, until who knows when. Be well. Have a good night. Go see Dune. It's an outstanding film. And yeah, I'll see you again someday. Take care.